All right, what's up, y'all? Maxwell here. So I'm making this beat. Um, I've already gone ahead and like played my chops, and I'm just going through and seeing what I can do, and yeah, seeing what I like, what I don't like, and just trying to get reps in, And this is something I had started um, a little bit ago, and I was just like, okay, let's just go ahead and kind of finish it out. So yeah, so like I said, I got my sample chopped up, and like I said, here we are. We're on drums now, so I'm just filling in drums here and seeing what I can do now. So I got drums, and then I got to put my bass line in, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, this is like my webcam video because I got it up and running. I was able to put my software on here and whatnot. Yeah, so this is how I kind of want to go about doing this. And of course, I have my MPK Mini with me, so this is what I'm working on and what I'm trying to do. So yeah, and for those who've been supporting, I appreciate it. Those who are from Instagram and TikTok or wherever you're from, I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, yeah, I'm gonna get into it and see what I can make happen here. So yeah, that's that. I'm low key thinking that I want to add some at the end here. Oops. Let's try it again. Hold up. No, I'm not liking that. So, well, part of the process, you kind of go through, see what you want, see what you don't want. And as a matter of fact, let's see. Do I actually want to make it deeper? Or not deeper, but a lower pitch? Well, yeah, deeper, essentially. Do I want a lower pitch? Let's just try something here. Let's just see what happens. So y'all, let me pause that. I'm gonna get rid of this effect. Let me know y'all what like good effects are. Obviously, I'm gonna end up like having to try them anyway. Like I said in my last video, it's just gonna be like trial and error and me just trying stuff. But genuinely, let me know like if you have kind of like any ideas or whatever. Just drop them in the comments. Let me know. All right, now I'm here without it again. We're just gonna rock with it, just raw. Like we're literally just about to just let it be, literally just like empty. So no effects, and yeah, let's see what we can come up with here. I found it. I think that was it. Okay, cool. So, note to self: don't be scared to go below 80 BPM because usually, at least from what I've like researched and what I've seen, 80 BPM is kind of like the 80 to 90 BPM range is kind of like your pretty like stereotypical hip hop range. So that's kind of like where I've been comfortable and where I've been testing. But of course, if something sounds better to my ear, lower, I'm just going to go with my ear, or in a lower BPM. More specifically, I'm going to go with what's nice to my ear, because I've heard multiple producers say, and I've just tested it like just with myself. I feel better when I'm making stuff that I enjoy, and when I want it a certain way. And if I hear it a certain way, I'm going to play it that way, and I'm going to fiddle around with as much as I can, or as much as I need to in order for it to sound that way. Because why create something and why make art that you're not like happy with, right? Of course, sometimes that may be integral. Like if you're trying to get through like a block or something, then you kind of have to like kind of like how they say with like people writing lyrics, the best way is to just write stuff. Like if you don't know what to write stuff. Literally, put stuff down, just start. But of course, sometimes it's always good to like step back as well, and you have to be able to differentiate when to do one or the other. But saying that to say though, don't be scared to like step down to something that you're not like familiar with, or try something that you may not have thought of originally, right? Like try something that you wouldn't usually do, because you never know, that might like turn out to be like your new favorite thing, and you would never have known had you not tried. And it can't hurt to try. Moral of the story: I like this at 79 BPM, and that's what I'm gonna keep it at. And I'm not gonna change it anymore, because if I keep changing it, I'm gonna like never finish essentially, or I'm never gonna be like at one good point. But I genuinely do like it at 79 BPM, and that's what we're gonna stay at. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and record my hi-hat, and then record my kick and snare. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Sorry, y'all. I think I messed up because I was going too fast. Hold up. Open hat. Closed. Open. I play drums, so like for me, I think of it as like I'm playing on like an actual kit sometimes, where like Sometimes I may start off with hi-hat, sometimes I may start off with like kick and then, fill in with the snare, and then I'll like internalize where the hi-hat goes, or I'll most of the time this is how it goes. I'll usually start off with the hi-hat and then the kick and then the snare, or the kick, then the hi-hat, then the snare. The snare usually being like last, unless it's like a pretty difficult groove that I have to figure out. But for the most part, yeah, I either start with my hi-hat or my kick, and then I fill in my snare, of course, where it goes, or where I think it goes. I'm just gonna go ahead and try with just my kick and my snare. Hold up, y'all. Once again, still too fast. It's cool though. Like, this is really a part of the process, like, genuinely. Plus, I'm also just getting used to like being on camera genuinely. But well, being on camera and having to record from my computer. But I mean, this is regardless. This is a part of the process. You really have to like sit here and be kind of like meticulous with this. And even though, of course, like for me, in the way that I like make beats, I don't have like a whole lot going on, and that's obviously a bit of like, blessing and a curse kind of deal. Like, you never want like too much going on to where like an artist can't get on it and, kind of like have wiggle room. But you also don't want it like too little stuff to where an artist can't do their thing. But even in the way that I approach drums, like I approach it like my job is to just keep time. That's it. As a drummer, my job is literally just keep time, and all the melodic instruments are what really like add to a song. And of course, from a guitarist standpoint, or from like a keyboard player standpoint, it's more of like, well, I need the drums. Like the drums is the most important thing to them, but to me, it's more like, I play drums. That's, keeping time is like whatever to me. Not whatever in the sense like it doesn't matter. I mean whatever in the sense of like it doesn't seem as much of a big deal because I'm a drummer, obviously. But just as like me playing live, I think of the melodic instruments as like the things that really shine. That's how I think in like for vocalists. Like vocalists are what shine on tracks. Of course, a producer shines very much so, in their producers that can literally like make a song. And by make a song, I mean like literally, if the beat was not there, the song would be trash. Like, point blank, period. Um, what I'm getting at is, anyway, though, for me, I'm more of a simplistic person, but I also like having those like moments and those elements within like production, within beats. So that's what I try to capture at certain points. As of right now, I'm just trying to like make beats and like get reps in and practice and do what I can so that I can just build experience right now. So yeah. Oh, dang it, I messed up. Just so you know, I'm probably gonna keep the mess ups in. Honestly, like I said, I think it's like really, really refreshing for people to see like, yo, like people mess up. I'm not just gonna post like the perfect thing all the time. Like, I'm gonna post my mess ups because it not only helps me with like saying like, okay, well, I messed up here, let's fix it. But it's also just like, I feel like people connect more with things that are more raw, and I like things, me personally, and I've learned to like things that are imperfect, right? So like the saying or the term like imperfectly perfect, that's kind of how I think when it comes to music. But it's not imperfect to where like it sounds like garbage. I mean, it's imperfect to where you can hear and feel that a human made this, right? And that, you know, a person is putting their energy into something and they're still being human while doing it. If that makes sense. I know it makes sense to some people, it may not make sense to all of you. But yeah, that's what I shoot for. That's what I go for, is the ability to be able to accept those imperfections and try to improve them, but also understand that those imperfections are also crucial to the authenticity of your work, right? And that's whatever you do. Um, it's cool to be able to like hear your favorite. Well, to me, it's cool to like hear this little incy teensy thing where like an artist may have not meant to do that, and that's how like they got to their thought process. Like I like to know things like that. Um, and even if it was a mess up and they like kept it, and I love stuff like that because it's like, oh snap, like we wouldn't have gotten this if this mess up wasn't here, and it adds to the character of the work or of the song or whatever. Like I said, whatever facet that you're in, it adds to the ability for people to feel comfortable with that work and for people to connect with it, right? Makes it much easier. Alright, so I got that, y'all. Okay, now I'm gonna find the bass line. So we're just gonna put bass line. Dang, that's loud. Oops. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and lower down this bass line. Alright, we're about to see what we can come up with, y'all, real quick. Low key though, low key though, y'all. That low key, I kind of like that bass line right there. Hold up. There it is. Okay, so now we got it there. I appreciate y'all for watching. Yeah, that was me making the beat. Same kind of motto. Be authentic. Be okay with imperfections, yo. Enjoy what you do, bro. Honestly, enjoy what you do. I appreciate it if y'all tuned in and stayed through the whole way. And of course, I'm gonna drop more content. It's late too, so like my brain is kind of like wanting to go to sleep. But of course, the grind continues, and I'm gonna keep dropping content and whatnot. To those once again who have come from Instagram or TikTok or wherever you've come from and found out about me, somehow got your interest peaked to watch me create stuff, I greatly appreciate it. I love each and every last one of you. Yeah, go create something. Go enjoy what you do, and be okay with your imperfections. That's what makes you human, and that's what makes you authentic, and that's what makes you you. So once again, Maxwell, I'll see y'all later, and love y'all. Peace.